What's going on, guys? So, I wanted to talk about an upcoming DLC for Hearts of Iron 4. It's called Arms Against Tyranny, as you can see on the screen here, and it's a little interesting. And when I first saw it, I was wondering, is this gonna flip Hearts of Iron 4 back on the right road? Because if we all know, the last couple of DLCs that are not reviewed well. I didn't buy them primarily because the review scores were down in the low double digits. So this one's called Arms Against Tyranny. Let's take a look about it. I read this before. There's a few things that are okay in this. Alright. The expansion to Paradoxes celebrate a grand strategy game about the atonement of the years around the Second World War as new focus trees, alternate histories for the northernmost nations. This covers Sweden, Finland, and Norway. Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. And it mainly, from what I see, you do get the focus trees, but it really circles around industry, economy, and you can see it reading through these here. Relive the defining moments of Finnish history, define the odds in a war against much more powerful Soviet adversary through though disadvantage in air and armored forces. You have a strong advantage on homeland defense. And then in Sweden here, the richest of the Nordic countries, Sweden is well suited to a path of vigorous neutrality and to serve both as an arms designer, arms trader. So you're playing Sweden through World War II, just doing economy, which, you know, that's good for, but if you play that country, you're pretty much going to be going down that road of just dealing with the economy. So, I don't know, half or more of the features in the game won't be utilized at all. Strong unions risk crippling unstable governments unless you can provide enough work. In a world of fire, Sweden must also upgrade its obsolete forces so it can defend itself. Can the Swedish democracy avoid taking the side of its occupied neighbors, or will the government collapse? Now you got Norway, Denmark, relive the historical challenge of a young industrialization. I'm about to sneeze, sorry. Trying to stay neutral in the face of German aggression, or prepare for war by quickly arming to resist a war that is coming to your doorstep. So, again, you know, young industrializing nation, historical paths, fascists take advantage of the domestic complacency, or communist revolution. So again, there's some activity here. Denmark, a long-standing policy of neutrality leaves Denmark unready for a continental war. Pursue the course of domestic harmony through a strong relief state and agile diplomacy, or throw in with the democratic allies, rearming for the coming storm. So again, I mean, it's interesting, don't get me wrong. Is it a big DLC? I don't think so. You know, like, you have other things here to make sure you have an industry that matches your ambition. National manufacturers and weapons designers can specialize their craft, improving the production research of various items, which is nice. Guns for butter in a new international market. That's one thing that I do like about this. So the international market is this screenshot that I saw before. Okay. So this is the international market. It's, as you can see, a new thing. I wonder if that was there before. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I played. But yeah, you pop this up here, and then, you know, you can do trading, you know. So I like that, you know. Adds a little bit more to the game, which is good. You could become an arms exporting powerhouse, selling weapons to other nations in return for civilian factory output, increase your own industrial production at home while fueling the fires of war abroad. Military options, many updates and changes to the design and organization of military divisions, including customizations of special forces units, divisional specializations. So, you know, there is some stuff here. Do I think, you know, honestly, from what I see and what I'm reading, it's not as big as the DLC as the other ones. So the big one that I was hoping that was gonna, like, explode Hearts of Iron 4 into a whole new just game fest of it, you know, was this one by Blood Alone. But as you can see, 37% there, recent reviews of 46, so not very alluring to buy it, right? And especially it's a $20 price tag. This one I was so hopeful for, because you have new peace conference. That's very exciting, right? Aircraft designer. That's a huge addition to the game. You got unit medals, embargo, interaction. Like, there is, and plus you get your focus trees and stuff like that. So there is a lot of stuff in this. When it came out, I was going to buy it, but then I saw the reviews about it, and I was like, oh, no, you know? So, honestly, I hope they price this right. I don't, let me see. There's no price on it yet. What I would pay for something like this, honestly, the only thing that really interests me is the international market. Yeah, pretty much international market. The focus trees don't really appeal to me. I know some people are really on them. They're okay. Yeah, honestly, like, I would do like 5. You know, like, not to be, why does this thing keep auto playing? I would do like $5 to $10, probably closer to maybe $10 ranges, so I can give a little bit more money to Paradox. Because again, I'm a big supporter of Paradox. They just announced a new Star Trek game. Love you, Paradox. Star Trek Infinite blew my mind. Waited decades for this. I love you. Always be a fan of you for doing this. But yeah, so for me, $10, you know, I'll definitely do for this game. And I'll probably start, and then once the, I will eventually buy the other ones, like By Blood Alone, No Step Back, once they go on sale. I'll deal with the, you know, bug. I know I was reading some of the reviews, there were a lot of bugs in them and such. So I'll deal with it once it goes on sale, and I'll get it for a little lower price, so, but, I don't know, the future of Hearts of Iron 4 looks, I think it looks good, as long as they go back and then they just pat down the bugs. Go back to By Blood Alone, just bug fest it out. Just like go in there and just kill as many bugs as you can get. Same thing with like No Step Back. This one's mostly positive, so that's good. And then Arms Against Tyranny, make sure that when it releases, it's pretty much bug free. I mean, nothing can be bug free, but as close as you can get it to bug free. And then, you know, we'll see, you know, I mean, Hearts of Iron 4 is already at 92%, so, but then we'll see the team going on the right path. But, you know, I'm not going to fault them too much. One bad DLC is not the end of the world. I mean, La Resistance, you have Man the Guns. I think some people would just, I don't know. I think some people were just putting a lot of expectations off and then giving negative reviews based on those expectations. So like Man the Guns, I thought was a big update. So much so that I didn't like what they did a lot with Hearts of Iron 4, going from 3 to 4. I was a diehard 3 fan, right? Lost out on a lot of things. Watch my previous videos for the many things that they removed, like cores. Cores are still not in the game, which is very peculiar. But when they announced Man the Guns, and I went through like what it can do, like this was huge. Like naval mines, I don't even think you couldn't do that in Hearts of Iron 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. Naval treaties, and then I was like, okay. And then ship design, that was a huge thing. When they announced ship design with Man the Guns, I'm like, whoa, this is a huge step. And it changed my perception of Hearts of Iron 4 from like, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. I'll do Hearts of Iron 3, but not Hearts of Iron 4. When they did Man the Guns and the ship design, I'm like, whoa, this changes a lot. This opens up Hearts of Iron in a whole new capacity. Being able to like take a destroyer and have one that deals with convoy escorts, or you know, something, you know, for a particular niche, and then set up another series of destroyers that focus on, I don't know, better guns or torpedoes or whatever, and you can design the ship that you want for the region you want. And I thought that was crazy. And then they took that and they moved it to tanks, and then with By Blood Alone to aircraft. So Hearts of Iron 4 is definitely much better than Hearts of Iron 3 or Hearts of Iron 2. So my views of Hearts of Iron 4 is still very positive, but I hope they go bug hunting and get those DLCs, at least the last one, up to at least mixed review. I do see that maybe some people are harshly judging some of these DLCs. Like, honestly, Man the Guns should be positive, right? But if you go here, it's mixed. I'm like, really? Mixed? And then you have La Resistance, which added a whole spy thing. Mixed, I don't know. It was alright. It wasn't the best thing. But then they did, what was it? The one that it did with tanks. Together for Victory. Sorry, my daughter's crying. I don't know why. I'm like thinking about going in there and saying, what is going on? Notice that back. This dealt with like the entire... yeah, you can customize tanks. I really love that, and I believe this one also changed the way logistics run in the game, which is another massive thing. And then this one has positive, mostly positive. See, like, this should be closer. It says 72%. It should be closer to probably like 80 to 90%. The stuff that this DLC did. So some people might be judging it harshly. I'm going to end the video and go check out what's going on. But hopefully you guys enjoy this. Catch you guys in the next one. See you then.